You say you want growth, a better career, a healthier relationship, more visibility, more success. And then the moment things start working, you delay, you overthink, you withdraw, you lose momentum. So the real question is, why do you sabotage the very thing you asked for? This is not lack of discipline. It is not laziness. It is not a character flaw. It is your brain doing exactly what it was designed to do. Your brain is not designed for success. It is designed for survival. And survival does not care about expansion. It cares about safety and familiarity. If growth feels unfamiliar, your system interprets it as unsafe, even if it is objectively good for you. To understand self sabotage, we have to understand how the brain prioritizes safety. Let's begin at the base, the survival brain. The most primitive layer of your brain is wired for survival. It regulates breathing, heart rate, sleep cycles, basic biological stability. Thousands of years ago, safety meant protection from predators, hunger, and harsh environments. Success meant staying alive. Comfort meant safety. The survival brain does not understand ambition, it understands threat. Now, here is the problem. The survival brain has not updated its definition of threat. Tigers have become triggers now. You're not running from tigers anymore, but your nervous system still reacts to financial pressure, job insecurity, relationship conflict, social comparison, information overload, and sometimes just a memory from 10 years ago. The body does not distinguish between emotional threat and physical threat. If something feels unsafe, the system activates protection, which means tension, withdrawal, avoidance, overthinking. And now self sabotage begins to make sense. Familiarity feels safer than growth. The brain prefers what is familiar over what is new. Even if what is familiar is stressful, even if what is familiar is limiting, growth creates uncertainty. And uncertainty feels unsafe to survival system. So when you begin to grow, earn more, love more, expand more, become more visible, your nervous system asks one question: is this safe? And if your history includes criticism, shame, instability, or emotional unpredictability, growth can feel dangerous. Not logically, but physiologically. Now let's talk a little bit about unresolved memory and the inner timeline. Now we go deeper. Sometimes what we call self-sabotage is an old memory still running in the background. If an emotional memory still triggers you after years, it means your nervous system has not fully resolved it. A part of you is still reacting from that earlier timeline. So when present day growth activates a similar feeling, rejection, exposure, responsibility, visibility, your system reacts as if the old threat is happening again and pulls you back. Not because you don't want success, but because the system associates expansion with risk. Now let's talk about nervous system capacity. This is a layer most people ignore. Growth is not only about desire, it is about capacity. Expansion requires emotional and physiological bandwidth. If your nervous system is already overstimulated, overworked, underrested, chronically stressed, new responsibility feels overwhelming. And when the system feels overloaded, it chooses retreat. Not because you lack ambition, but because the body cannot yet hold the next level. Self-sabotage is often not resistance to success. It is protection from overload, identity and safety. Wait, there is one more layer though. The brain protects identity before it protects potential. If you have lived for years believing I struggle, I don't finish things, I'm not good with money, I can't handle pressure, then growth threatens that identity. And identity threats feel like survival threats. So the system restores familiarity, the same identity, and you call it procrastination. The brain calls it equilibrium. Self-sabotage is not weakness. It is your survival brain choosing familiar discomfort over unfamiliar expansion. Until your nervous system feels safe with growth, resistance will continue. The solution is not more motivation, it is regulation. When your nervous system feels safe with expansion, growth no longer feels like danger. And when safety and expansion stop feeling like opposites, self-sabotage dissolves. Not because you forced it, but because your system is finally ready to hold the life you asked for.